What is going on? My name is Marty. I've been playing Pokemon Violet now for about 8 hours game time. I've caught about 76 Pokemon, and I kind of wanted to make this quick video to give you some tips and tricks that you might not have known about, or you kind of wish that you've known if you were playing this game from the very start. So first off, when we're in the main menu, if we go down to our options, tip number 1, I suppose, turn your attack speed up to fast. That's really it. Tip number 2 is that you would want to keep the skip move learning option on off, not on. If you keep it on, your Pokemon won't be able to learn new moves. You'll have to do it manually. And if you do decide to turn this option on, what you can do is that you can go into your Pokemon summary, go to moves, and go to change moves, and you can also remember moves. So there's no need for a heart scale or any items to remember the moves. This is just like Legends Arceus. Tip number 3 involves looking at the map in your Pokedex or your Rotom phone. First thing you might not know is that the right stick, if you click the right stick, you can switch between having the north locked or rotate the map. I prefer to have the north facing north, the way it should be. I find it easier to know where I am. If you find yourself getting lost while looking around the map, if you press the plus button, you'll return to exactly where you were on the map. Tip number 4, there's no fall damage. So if once you've got your Rotom phone and you try to go near the edge, the Rotom phone will save you. And also, as a bonus note, if you press Y, sometimes a little prompt at the bottom of the screen will say if you want to go back up. If you fell off a cliff by mistake, you can press Y and you'll return back to where you came. But this is only available for a few seconds after you jump off a cliff. Tip number 5? I think it's 5. I want to say it's 5. Tip number 5, items in the overworld respawn, including TMs. So if you find yourself finding a rare TM and you want to make a mental note of where that location is on the map, come back to it at a later stage and it might have respawned. Tip number 6, if you do manage to find TMs in the wild, or if you earn them, the recipe to craft them will now be available in the Pokemon Center. So if you've explored parts of the map and you discover an Earthquake TM, for example, the recipe will now be available at the Pokemon Center for you to be able to craft, provided of course you have the pieces to make them. Tip number, I forget which number this is because I should have numbered these better. If you go into your Pokedex, as you can see I've caught 76 Pokemon, and if you press the X button, you have a bunch of rewards that you can collect. So currently I need 4 more volumes in order to get the Water Stone. So the more you collect in the game, the more rewards you can get, such as evolution items, which is pretty cool. This next tip involves a clip that happened in my stream yesterday. If there's a Pokemon in a ledge that you can't reach yet, or if it's up high that you can't quite reach yet, but you're able to lock onto that Pokemon, if you start a battle by throwing your Pokemon at that Pokemon from afar or from up high that you can't reach, and you run away or you end the battle somehow, you'll have teleported to that part of the map. My second last tip for today is that if you start a Pokemon battle by throwing your ball at the Pokemon from behind, you will catch them off guard, just like in Legends Arceus. So there's an Igglybuff. Start the battle. And there I've caught the Igglybuff off guard. Easy. As for my last tip, this might benefit some challenge runners, such as those doing a Professor Oak challenge, for example. If you go into your profile and change view where it says gym badge effects, as of now I don't have any gym badges, so it says Pokemon caught at level 20 or below will listen to your commands. Explicitly look at the word caught. If you have a Pokemon that's level 19 but you level it up to 20 or 21 or so on, they will still listen to you. If you catch them at above 20, they will be less likely to listen to you, or not at all. So there you go. There is a bunch of different tips and tricks that you might already know or wish you knew from the very start of the game. If you have any tips or tricks that you would like me to put into a video and we get enough of them, I'll make a follow-up video to this. But as of right now, I'm probably streaming this game right now on Twitch, so go check it out. I'll see you later.